my whole life I just ran. I ran, and that's all I ever did, one way or another, whether it was down a bottle, drugs, or like getting out of my mind frame or whatever it is. It was run, and I had to break that cycle, and I'm like, okay, well, why am I trying to tweak who I am? This is the way I believe in God, it made me. So why am I making all these rules? I can only drink on these days. I can only do this. I'll drink a water every third drink. I made all these rules to try
to make it work.
To make it work. And then I'm like, wait, and I kept going back to the drawing board and coming up failing, drawing board, failing. And it's like, why am I trying to change who I am? This is who God made me to be. Why don't I use my strengths and that made me have weak decisions and weak choices and so many mistakes start turning it into a positive way. So, okay, all right, who am I? So I'm like, all right, let me go back to the drawing board. And, and it took the loss of my wife to really dial into that, Now every day means something to me. I roll out of bed, I drop to my knees, and I say, Lord, thank you for waking me up. And something about that, they say, like we were talking earlier, the most successful people roll out of bed and they make their bed. It's one of the first things, on their list. And it's like, man, just try saying thank you to whoever it is that you believe, something bigger than yourself. Because 30,000 people didn't wake up this morning that planned on it. 30,000. So like right now in this moment, are you proud of everything you led up to right now? Like if we walked out and got smacked by a bus, are you proud of what you did today? And that's the life that's how I get through my life. I don't want to just kind of say what people should do, but that's what's been working for me.
Exactly. It's all about what's working for you. Sorry.
Yeah,
Billy.
no, that's the point though. For me, I've taken a little bit away from each person that's been on here, and I know your story. I know it pretty well. I followed it. I know you a long time. Just watching on social media, I've taken enough away from you that I know sitting here, everybody that views this is going to take something away from it.
Yeah.
You've taken, me and Petey talk a lot about the gym, and I told you it provided a lot for me. You've kind of revamped yourself in there, and you're using that as an outlet. We talked earlier.
Yeah.
If you're searching for an answer somewhere, whether it's in a bottle or with drugs, whatever, you're going to find an answer.
100%.
It might not be the right answer, but it is an answer at that moment. Right now, I'm finding an answer in the gym. Right now, I'm finding an answer with some meditation. Right now, you're finding answer with a lot of work in the gym, and I mean really, really impressively. I mean, how much weight are you down now?
Like 110.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Golly.
fucking incredible, bro.
I got heavy, man. And, my friends I graduated high school 119, so then next thing I got in like 230, 240, 250. And then it was just, I don't want to know anymore, and I was like holding my breath to tie my shoes. And, I had a rooftop job and I'm getting off the ladder. My stomach's in the way. And I'm like, man, like I'm out of breath, like doing like things that I've did my whole life. And I'm like, what happened? And it was just like,
and you were always in good shape. I mean, you wrestled.
Yep.
Like you said, you left high school at 120 pounds. I mean, that's a big fall there.
Yeah, and I'm not tall, so it was a lot of weight that I put on, and it all comes back to the same thing: is that I wasn't happy with who I was. I was an empty shell of a man, and I had to revisit, kind of soul search, right, and figure out who I was and how can I use this to my advantage,
Yeah.